You trying to tickle the Are you sleeping?
Okay, hello everybody. I know it's been so long. Oh my gosh, my nose just got really itchy. Sorry. I know it's been so long since I made a video. Actually, I looked at the dates and it's been almost a year since I've made an actual talking video. So you guys have no idea what's going on in Bentley in my life. So I thought I would fill you in today. I'm going to try and make it as short as possible. I know there's a lot to talk about, so I'll try not to ramble too much. So the last vlog I made, it was me moving to my farm, which is actually where I am right now. And the reason I moved out to my farm was to save money. I had met a guy and I was moving to Edmonton. And so I moved here to save money to go do that. When I moved, shortly after I moved, I made a video about the move and about him and about, so yeah, maybe some of you guys have seen that, but like 4 or 5 days after I made that video, I found out he was cheating on me. So, kind of really embarrassing actually, just because I packed up my life and my son and moved there for another guy that was just extremely convincing, much like Josh. In the beginning I was a little upset, but now obviously I'm completely fine. It didn't take me long to get over it, and I think it was just because I realized that us being together, I wasn't really that happy with him. I overlooked a lot of things because he was so good with Bentley, and I wasn't myself around him. My friends and family could see that, and like I said, I just overlooked it because I was happy that Bentley was happy. I mean, that's what any mother wants for their child. So yeah, basically I moved all my stuff back home, and by the time I had moved my stuff back home, I had basically nothing left in my savings, and I had no job to come back to. So the reason I moved back to my farm is because I needed help at that point. Again, very embarrassing. It's not a proud moment in my life, that's for sure. I admitted I needed help, and my family was more than willing to help me, which I will forever be grateful for. Now I'm working at another restaurant, as well as a golf course, running the beer cart. This is by no means my life career. I want to be more than a bartender. I'm going to school in June to start my makeup artistry course, and hopefully by the end of the year I will have my MAC Pro certification, so that's extremely exciting. Yeah, once I'm done that, I'll be moving out of here and furthering my career with makeup, and I'd like to take some waxing and nail courses as well, and basically just make a little room in my house for aesthetics, and also I'll be working at a salon or either MAC or something like that as well. I have a few more things I can tell you guys. Bentley is turning 3 in July, and I just can't believe he's so big. He's 3'3", and he's not quite 3 yet, so he's a really big boy. He's talking lots. He's just healthy, happy little boy. As for me, I am dating, which I definitely didn't plan on, and I'd really like to make kind of a separate video for this, but long story short, I dated him when I was 16 years old, and because I was 16, I screwed it up because I was just a dumb kid. Sorry if there's any 16-year-olds watching this. I'm not saying that you were dumb. I'm saying when I was 16, I was really dumb. I was dumb until I was probably like 19 or 20. But anyway, I screwed it up, and ever since I was 16, I've never been able to get this guy out of my head. Every relationship I've ever had since him, I've compared them to him. I've always always had a place in my heart for him that just, it never went away. And recently we started talking again and hanging out just as friends. And then about February, March, we started actually dating. I guess a little bit sooner than that, but we didn't really put a label on it until around then. And I have never been happier. I honestly never thought I'd have this guy back in my life. And I've learned a lot of things from my past relationships. I was always the one to fall for words. Like with the last boyfriend, he was a salesman. He talked his way through everything, and I fell for the bullshit. Excuse my French. Josh, I fell for it. There's been so many other guys that I'm too trusting, and I just believe them. This is the first relationship I've actually looked for actions rather than words, and he's come through every single time. And because I've been cheated on so many times, I've always had that insecurity, like, what if they're talking to someone else? What if they're cheating on me? And it sounds crazy, but when you've been cheated on that many times, it's just an insecurity that doesn't really go away. But with him, I very rarely get those feelings, and he never makes me feel bad for having those feelings. He does his absolute best to make sure that I never have those feelings in the first place. And he's just amazing. And I don't know, it's just crazy to think that at 16 I fell in love with this guy, and yeah, I screwed it up, and that love never really went away, and now I have him again, and it's just, I was a young kid. I had growing up to do. I had a lot of growing up to do, and all these relationships have taught me so many different things, and I feel like we had met at that young age, but we weren't ready, and we had our growing up, we had our life experiences, and now we're ready to be together again. And it sounds stupid, but it's such a fairy tale, and I'm really happy. I figured I would do a little bit of a talking video to kind of fill you in on some things. If you wanted to ask me some questions, I will do a question and answer video, so if you'd like to see that, just post some questions below, and I will work on making question and answer video. Say hi.
Hi.
I have a waffle in my face. Yes, you do. Oh, another thing before I let you guys go. Josh. I guess I could make a separate video for that too. Oh, it's just been so long since I've made a video. There's so much to talk about. As for Josh, he doesn't see Bentley. He doesn't ask to see Bentley. It's actually been 8 months since he's even tried or shown interest in him. So, that's totally fine. It's up to him. It hurts me still. But, he is on maintenance enforcement, so now he has no choice but to pay child support. The government actually garnishes his wages, so he doesn't do it willingly. They have to forcefully take the money from him, which again, really sad. Anyway, so if you guys would like to see a question and answer video, post some questions below. I'll post this on Instagram and get a few more questions from there, and then that way, if I've missed anything, you guys can figure it out, and I'll just let you know through the question and answer video. And thank you guys for watching. Bye.